So in last class, we discussed features up to Android 7.0, that is now out. So now we will see this next features. So that is next is the Android 8.0, that is Oreo. So in this Oreo, we will see the features. So we will see the features of this. So even in this version also, some of the features are redesigned and means revamped from the previous versions, and some of them are some new versions, new features. So first we will see this redesigned settings menu. So the settings menu has completely, it's a redesigned. So like we can customize, like some of the features we can set up, like if you want some special permissions, and using those we can create some quick settings. So that all are introduced in this version first. And the next is the revamped file manager. So this file manager, we already seen that from Android 6.0 onwards. So in this version also, it is in this version, it is completely again revamped, completely updated this features, because here as previously it is only one file explorer. Now in this version, it's a completely like it's folder wise, like it shows that documents in separate folder, audios in separate folder, videos in separate folder, like that it is updated here. And the next is the battery saving in a background restrictions. So like when we are in a mobile is in a back, like WhatsApp, Facebook, Maps, GPS, etc. So these all are normally what happens every in a, even phone is background also, it will consume some kind of battery, because when new notification will come, it should invoke the service, right? So because of that, it's some background will come, so that it will avoid here. So battery notification here, it will restrict here. And the next, this is the very important thing, this no individual notification. In case if I'm busy, if I got a notification, so if I want to snooze that notification, just by swiping the right, you will get a snooze notification, so that after 15 minutes, automatically it will trigger as a new notification. So just it's a like alarm snoozing, we can snooze that. And the next is the fingerprint scanner. So fingerprint scanner, as of now, there is no fingerprint, but from this version onwards, the extra fingerprint scanner also introduced for unlock the device, as that is introduced in this version. And the next is the turn on Wi-Fi automatically. So you can set a location based Wi-Fi, so that it will save the automatically. Once you reach that location, automatically it will trigger, it will turn on the Wi-Fi automatically. So if in case it's not like that, what happens? If Wi-Fi is on, continuously it will check your Wi-Fi is available, Wi-Fi is available, like it will check continuously. So that should consume some battery. So because of that, this feature has introduced here this. So it will save this battery. And the next is the more colors control, gander more controllers. So this is by more space occupying the OS. So it occupies a less space compared to the previous versions. So the storage means whatever the OS version code, OS version occupying the size, that is reduced compared to the previous versions. Next is the picture-in-picture mode. Like this we can observe in WhatsApp or sorry, not WhatsApp, in Facebook or YouTube. So when one video is playing, just if I'm scrolling the page, so automatically that video will went to this left side in a browser. So you can continuously scroll that. So that is a, we can say as a picture-in-picture mode. So that feature has introduced when you are developing any video kind of video related applications. So that feature you can utilize. And the next is the autofill framework. So in our mobile, regularly we'll use some transactions, maybe credit card, debit card, or some extra information you are while filling the forms, such kind of activities. You can save those data so that easily you can, when you are refilling the second time, automatically it will show the hint, automatically it will fill the data. So that is the autofill framework. We can utilize this. And the next, rescue factory. So this is the also in a 7.0 we seen already this. So it is a updated feature for this. Since when you are in a danger, so it says that you are in a danger, so you can just by voice with voice command, automatically it will that messages will goes to the respective user. So that is this reboot. This is the rescue factory. And the next is the notification channels. So when we get the notification, so it shows that one top, but it shows the priority notifications on the first. Like I have different notification apps. One is the Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, like that. So where your user can create a priority, WhatsApp should be first, and second should be Facebook, like that it will show. Even 10 messages, 20 messages will come also. In a priority, it will show automatically this. So that is the notification channels. And the next is the adaptive icons. So this is the user can change the icon shapes like square, circle, oval. So this kind of shapes he can create, he can save this. And the next is the Bluetooth ports. So nowadays this Bluetooth is very important because using this we can communicate with the different IoT devices. So because of the reason, the Bluetooth range and frequency as introduced here, this high frequency as introduced. Next is the tab navigation. So in a browser, so like how we can, this is the one tab, this is the second tab, this is the third tab, like this. So here also the tab navigation as introduced on browsers, only on a browsers. That too, here it is an you can, if you want in your own browser, you can work on that. But this feature we can observe in Chrome, because Chrome is these people browser, so they introduce the browser here. And the next is the app drawer improvements. So this is the easy way of navigation. So install the apps like so easy navigations. We can create a app list so that we can easily access. Means either we can create a folder or you can create a shortcuts in a home page so that we can easily navigate this. And the next feature, this is for the developers. So we can utilize the previously we'll use only RGB color combination, but right now we can use the multiple combinations. So this feature I'll while we are discussing that, I'll show you how this will happen, that we will see here in detail of that. Next is the Wi-Fi aware. So this is the when any open network is available, just you are moving from the location. So if you enable in your settings Wi-Fi auto connect, so any open network is available, it connect automatically to this network. Next is the notification badges. So like now I received the 10 messages from the WhatsApp. So it says that in WhatsApp icon top, it shows the 10. So 20, Facebook 20, like that. It is showing the notification badges. So that means how count of the messages, it will show this. And no more unknown resources settings. So previous versions, there is a setting unknown resources. That time you can check unknown resources to accept the apps which are coming from the outside of this. But now we cannot accept APK from unknown resources. It can accept from the official stores only. First essentially it should come from the official store only. And a battery indicator tweaks. So like battery percentage, automatically color changes when it is a 50% and it is a 20%, the color will change automatically and it will give the alerts also. that feature. This is also previous feature, just it's a again it's a updated this. And the next is the battery connection indicators quick settings. So this battery and connection in the network, Wi-Fi, these all are added in a quick settings. Like when we tap the notification, there is some posts it's from the top, some posts from the bottom, so that we can able to see here. Next is the powered by Android home screen. So this is the initially it's a powered by, it will come Android, but nowadays as a manufacturer, if they want powered by, they can utilize that powered by with their name. They can use. Means it's a while rebooting this. And the package installer progress, like when we are installing the application, so animation has changed. Previously one kind of animation, from here that animation has updated here. Next is a smart text selection. This is also there from 6.0 onwards, but it's updated. Like I want from here, you can copy here like this. You can copy when whatever the content you want, that much you can copy this. And the sticky notes. So we know the sticky notes. Sticky note means it's a on-screen automatically it will display. So the sticky notes will available here to display that. So that feature, if you want, you can utilize from the this. And emojis. So we know the emojis. Emojis means like we can send multiple message, multiple, like in WhatsApp or in other message, wherever they're using the message. So there, instead of hi something, we can use the different emojis, right? So those are emojis we can send from here. So that is the here in the 8.0 features. So these all are the 8.0 features. So we'll see the next version 9.0 features. So this is a version wise. I already told that version wise features are very important nowadays. So let me open the 9.0 features. Android 9, that is the Pi. So 9.0, almost 13 features are there. As I told, from 8.0 onwards, each version has more than 10 features. So in this, the first one is the gesture navigation. So gesture navigation means it's a like moving, like I move the phone to left to right, right to left, or when my phone is vibrating, just I rotate the phone, automatically volume reduces. Means it's a some kind of animation. So that is available if from this version onwards. So that you can go to the settings system and gesture, swipe down and swipe up. You can set something options here, so that when you swipe down, automatically that particular app will open. So that kind of mechanism is available. If you want, you can utilize that feature here. And the next it is the adaptive battery brightness. So this is also previously version is there, just it's an updated feature. So like you can automatically is deep sleep feature, like when after 10 o'clock or after 11 o'clock, if you want, you can set up the sleep time. So automatically your mobile will goes to the sleep time, so that it will save some battery. And the next is the app actions. So this is the app actions is just it's introduced in this version. So like quickly we can start the apps whichever you want. So for that you can create a quick setting menu. or the navigation, easily we can click on the apps, automatically that apps will open here. And the next is the slices. So this is a similar app actions, like it is when you type in a browser or somewhere, let us consider I type the Flipkart. So the Flipkart related feature, already the Flipkart app is installed in my phone, or it is not installed. So in a top search, first priority it will show the app, then afterwards it will show the related browser related things. So that is the app slices. And the next is the security features as introduced in this version. So that is available in the show lockdown option. So in this here, you can use the more securities like fingerprint, smart lock, and pattern, like many things as introduced here in this. And the next is the digital well-being. So this digital well-being is so this is the dashboard. So you can use the many apps here. So like how many apps you used, for that it will show that how many hours apps you used. That graphical representation, it shows that WhatsApp is 2 hours, Facebook is 1 hour, like that will show this. So that is the complete. And the next is the new accessibility menu. So this Android menu here, new accessibility menu, that you can use to navigate the action bar, recent navigations, means whatever the recent apps that should be in our quick settings. So from the quick settings, you can open the recent apps. Next is the new screenshot shortcut. So volume power down, that is easily we can get the screenshot and we can share the screenshot. Previously taking the screenshot is little bit different, but now that is easiest. And easier screen rotation. So if you want to rotate the screen, like in a normally there is an option automatically on the top screen, it will option will show. From there, easily you can navigate from the portrait to landscape and landscape to portrait. Easily you can rotate it. Next is the volume and sound improvements. So when you press the volume down, and automatically the sound will reduce. But when you call, vibrate, ring, automatically means in a volume down, automatically it shows the all. So when you open this all here, what happens here? One is media, alarms, notifications, ringtone, everything it should shows. From there itself, you can control whatever the you want to enable, that you can control it. So that is the volume features. And the selectable dark mode. So if you want a theme dark mode, easily you can select the dark mode on your mobile. Next is the easier text selection. So usually you can, this is also previous feature, it is there, like you can select the text. So that is changed as the easy way. Next is the more notification information. Like, so in the more apps notification, settings app notification, once you go there, so then the select recent sent, you can see the overall summary of that. In a 7 days, you sent 20 messages or 30 messages, like that, you can get the all information there. So these all are the 13 features are introduced in this Android 9.0. Then we'll see this Android 10.0. So here in Android 10.0, the dark mode, this is already introduced in previous version, just it's updated for this. Automatically user can select the dark mode and day mode, so automatically it will choose this. And the next is the smart reply for messaging apps. So when I receive the notification from the different apps, so instead of complete opening, you can then and there itself you can type the message and you can send the this. So smart reply, that we can say as a smart reply. Instead of opening the full apps, only the particular message will open. From there, just we can type and you can send the reply. And a better sharing menu. So easily you can share the apps or something, whatever you want to share, easily you can share using the apps. So that is this. Then the next is the focus mode. So this is the one of the more important feature. So this is the focus mode. So like it's means you can say once you can go to settings. In the settings, there is a digital well-being. There you can see that which app you are using mostly. Means you are using social media mostly. You are using Gmail, Google, YouTube more. That it will give the analytics of that, so that you can concentrate whenever you want to focus on the other area. You can reduce that. So that kind of alert is giving this. And quicker access settings, so that easily you can access the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. This is already there. This is also updated version for this. Next is the standard deep format. So this is the like images. So more images means even though small images also, it will give the good clarity of that. So that image mechanism as introduced in this version. And the next is the files app. This is also from 6.0 onwards we are seeing. Again, the some improvements is happened in this File Explorer app. And overheld permissions. So like nowadays, the permissions, we are asking that permissions like location, contacts. So that kind of permissions are again updated in this version. Some of the extra permissions, this will be while development. I'll show you this, what are the extra permissions has come here. Next is the Wi-Fi sharing via QR code. By scanning the QR code, automatically you can connect with your hotspot. So previously you need to type the password and all, but from here you can use by scanning this also. And the next is the Getcher and app drawer play nicely. This is the previous version, same it is updated. That Getcher effects, animation related effects are updated here. This and the Google Assistants. So like that's a okay Google. So that is some it is not working properly. So that is updated here. It is. And next is the get here support. This is also same the for developer, easily we can get the support from this Getcher and effects, so that we can update, we can utilize that in your development. And the security updates from the Play Store. So from the Play Store side also, many securities are introduced here now. So if you want to update your app, it should be secure, so that many features are introduced in this. The next is the wet overheating, the USB warnings. So if your phone is overheating, so that automatically you will get an alert from the place browser side. So you will get the alert from there. So that is introduced here. This means it's a save your phone. So that it's introduced here. When it is a USB connected, it is overheat, automatically will give the alerts. So these all are features introduced in Android 10.0. Then we will see this Android 11 features. So here Android 11 features, built-in screen recording. So previously when you want to record a screen, you need to go for the third-party apps, but here no need to go to third-party. Automatically it will give us. Here we can give the built-in screen recording, automatically can recording, and new conversion tabs like the notification. So we can use the multiple tabs to go to charting, cutting kind of thing. Multiple windows you can utilize here. Next is the smart home media controls. So the smart home media controls means like nowadays with IoT devices we can connect the bank card. Like when it's right now when you want to swipe a credit card, amount is up to 2,000 rupees. So automatically we can connect with the Wi-Fi NFC devices. You can tap the card to that particular machine. Automatically the transaction will happen, right? So such kind of features also we can utilize, that we can say as the NFC. So that kind of mechanism you can utilize here. This and improved accessibility. So it should be the faster compared to the previous version. So it should be fast compared to the previous versions. So means software is updated with this. Easily you can get the updated version here. And the next is the improved prediction rules. So this is the like some kind of prediction it will give. Like if you are using the Fitbit, or Google Fit. So it says that you need to sleep these many hours, you need to walk these many seconds, like it will give the such kind of predictions, it will give here this. And the next is the, again, one more security features has introduced. This is the, we can say as our development side, runtime permissions. So when you are upgrading the versions, you must ensure you need to add the more and more permissions, so that we will see this. And other useful features like 5G, it can support the 5G and improve the software version and 11.0, and picture-in-picture mode also introduced, and nearby share. So you can share the nearby share data, you can share easily the data, tablets, mobiles, you can share anyone. And the next is the Easter egg. This Easter egg, we can say this is the similar feature as the Android 7.0. It is already introduced. So means it's so if you want more for yourself, so just you can make as a guide. So it will give the alerts based on that. It will give the it will give the alerts to the users, so that you can use your, like it can, we can say as the, it's a personalized guide to the user. So that kind of feature is introduced here. This next, so Android 12.0. So here it is a, this is a wallpaper based theming. So we can use the wallpaper based different themes. So previously, whenever the themes, if you want, it's we need to install the third-party apps, but now it is available here. And the next is the game dashboard. Who can play the game? For them, it is a dashboard. So how many levels you crossed and where is your, how your performance, that kind of alerts automatically it will give this. Next is the one-handed mode. So this is the like Android screens, and Google has introduced with this. So it indicates that feature make it's a phone or one hand. The device is a large display and mobile pixel. This is a special feature for the Google Pixels. So that is available in a setting, so that you can utilize that feature. Just go and tap gesture, so that gesture effects you can use this. And the next is the quick tap. So in this is quick tap is used in iOS 14 similar feature. So that is in a go to settings. Again, it's the same. By double tap, automatically your phone is unlocked, kind of thing, that you want, you can enable that feature. And the next is the direct share via in the recent overview menu. So direct share option is available from 12 and 12.0 onwards. So from there, if you want, you can share the images using the Chrome or Instagram or similar apps. You can use that, you can share those. And the next is the privacy dashboard. So this privacy dashboard says that in a 24 hours of time, what you utilize this. So there is a settings in a private. So in it says that WhatsApp used for 20 days, camera used for this, microphone used, like it will give the all alerts here this, and the dim the screen. So this is the night mode. So extra dim, that is a night mode that introduced as one more, this extra dim. So extra dim means it will save the more battery. So you can utilize that feature if you are in the 12.0. And the next is the conversion dashboard. So this conversion widgets. So this is the recent this. So while long press an empty screen, home screen, from there you will get the select the widgets. So scroll down the conversions, you can use the conversion window. So you can resize the widgets as per your wish. So that one is introduced here in this. And the next is the scrolling screenshot. So whenever it's a content is more than your this, so from there you can utilize this screenshot, you can update that screenshot easily, you can get the screenshot update from there. So that feature, if you want, you can utilize here in this. So this is 12.0. So last version, last Android 13 features we will see. So that Android 13, sorry, this is 9. So we will see this Android 13 features. So Android 13 also it has some features like 8 to 7 to 8 features it is. So that is a recent version, that is a now latest version of Android, that is. I think that I don't have directly, we'll see in somewhere here. So Android 13 features. So Android 13. So in Android 13 also almost it's a similar features which are previously was that updated here. So the first feature is permissions. So that media location, these are the permissions. It's previously also there. Again, that somewhat updated for this version. And the next is the app language settings. So there is a app language settings. You can set up the language of the app so that automatically that particular language will come on the particular version, particular language. And the dynamic material icons, like you can create the own your own settings on a home screen. You can create this kind of different icons, app icons. Next is the more material. So this means the material design wallpapers. You can use the wallpapers with the different kind of things. Next is the copying text from the images. So easily we can get the text also. You can copy from the images just by selecting the image. Automatically you can capture the text from this. Next is the photo picker. So just you can, if you want, you can select the photo picker for the sharing apps. So that is an easy way to share that apps. And the next is the 7 days privacy policy. So in the last 7 days, previously it is a 24 hours, but now it is 7 days. In the 7 days, which app you use, it will give the privacy dashboard. And a revamped media manager. So that media manager related is revamped because of the with the single jack also it should come proper, because nowadays everyone are using the Bluetooth. So that kind of feature as introduced here. So these all are the 13 version features. So with this, almost we done with the features of Android all version features. So already as discussed, you already installed the Android Studio. So tomorrow we will start with our first program. So from there we will enter into the coding part. So any questions as of now?
No questions, Raj. Tomorrow onwards ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం కదా, మనం తెలుగులో కంటిన్యూ చేసేద్దాం. అంటే కోడింగ్ కొంచెం టఫ్, అది మరి ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఇదైతే ఓకే, ఇంట్రడక్షన్ పార్ట్ ఓకే నేను ఫాలో అయ్యాను. కోడింగ్ తెలుగులో మనం కొంచెం కన్వీనియంట్ గా ఉంటుందని. ఆండ్రాయిడ్ స్టూడియో అది నేను ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశాను. సో we will start from tomorrow.
Okay, then we will start from tomorrow. No problem. Okay, thank you.